Welcome back, everyone. We are very excited today because one of my favorite guests is with me. Michael Siewert from Signature Interiors is here. And Michael, I never know what our segment's going to be. That's some of the fun. I never know what you're going to bring.
We always wing it and have a good time.
I don't know if it's going to be DIY or what it's going to be. And today we're going to be talking about design. And
yes,
you know, it's really something that a lot of people struggle with. What I really love that you're going to be doing is talking about mixing patterns.
Yes.
I love to mix patterns.
As I travel and give design seminars, whether it's at a home and garden show, whether it's on your show, whether I'm at a ladies function, a luncheon group, one issue people seem to have trouble with is putting patterns together and where to start, start the design process, if you will. So a lot of times we start with rugs or a fabric or artwork. And I didn't bring any artwork today, but I just wanted to show, let's say,
Okay, so
let's start with this rug, and then we want to build upon that. And we want to build our window treatments, we want to build pillows, upholstery, all of that. So we need to be very careful. This is a more geometric type pattern, so we have to be careful. Color has a lot to do with it. So this is an amazing fabric. We don't want to use too much of this because this can fight a little bit, but this would look fantastic on a pillow.
Right.
And then we can build things up, maybe the upholstery in the room, and then maybe some other pillows. These are about texture, this blue and this green, but you can see how lovely as you build that, the layers that just kind of pop.
It looks fantastic.
This might be a little bold for someone. Let's talk about a window treatment. Maybe we will do more of a solid window panel in this room. And then we can bring a drapery tape that runs along the leading edge of the drapery. Look how well that green pops on this. If you're a blue person, navy is so popular right now. The navies, the indigos, so popular. Look at that trim with all of this. And it just builds layer after layer. It's about the layering,
that's
really.
Really stunning.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
I mean, I thought I really loved the green, and then but you put the navy up there, and that's a whole different feel, a different vibe.
The blue is very regal. The green is very fresh. And whether you're bringing green in with the fabric, in color, on the walls with paint, or even a green, a fern or something, a succulent or something in the room. But some green always freshens up and livens up a room.
Now, this is so interesting to me, these two patterns. I'm hoping that we can get these two textures because you've got sort of a felt fabric here, and then this is way more burlappy.
Yes, it's more
and working together.
Yeah, exactly.
You would work them together.
Absolutely, you could. You could do some pillows in one and pipe it with the other. You could do pillows in both. But again, it's about pulling all of those color tones together.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this is a similar rug, but just different colorway.
A lot more warm tones in this.
I love to bring a third color element in a room, and that's what this rug helps to do. We have the gold, we have the blue, and then we have that burnt red color. So we have three colors we can play up, and so it will balance the room maybe even better, so we're not so monochromatic. We're bringing in that third color element. We're going to play up on that blue again. This looks fantastic. Again, that's about texture. So it's not fighting with the rug, it's pulling out the blues there.
Right.
And then we're going to bring in a little pattern, but this is more of a mini print. And we're just layering that. And again, one could be an upholstery piece, another could be pillows. We could be a little bolder on the drapery if we wanted. Look at this. Look how nice that looks there.
Oh, sweet. So you're thinking of that as a
maybe a window treatment. Yeah, drapery. It could be
a shade.
We're doing a lot of shades. We've talked about that a minute ago before we started filming the custom Roman shades.
Oh, you didn't need to say that. I wanted to sound smart.
Oh, okay. We just made that up.
Okay,
Jenny just came up with it.
out of the blue. Shades.
Yes, shades. Shades are really, really popular right now, and this pattern will look fantastic on a Roman shade coming up the window. And the nice thing about the Roman shades is they act as a small little window treatment, but then you can pull it down and filter the sun in or out. You could line it with the blackout lining and totally block out the sun, or leave it sheer-like and let a little sun filter through. Now, we've gone a little modern with these. Let's talk about maybe a little more traditional. We do live in Augusta, Georgia, so a lot of people tend to be a little more traditional. So let's say a more traditional rug pattern.
Okay.
And and we might want to pull in some of these as well. This blue and this little mini print here look really great with this.
They do. They look terrific.
Traditionally, we tend to pull in pattern on pattern. You know, if we see a Architectural Digest grouping, a lot of times people say, oh, Architectural Digest, it's too much, it's too busy. But it's still a good look, and if it's pulled together properly, look how the reds and the blues and the golds pull from that rug if we do something a little more traditional.
They really do.
Here.
That's
and then
beautiful.
again, this mini print pulls in well. The navy's fantastic. So we've layered that up. We started with the rug. A nice landscape piece of art would work really well with this. Again, if we could bring in some greens, but more maybe with a plant, with something preserved, or a tree or something in the room, that would freshen all of that up. That green would be really nice with this scenario too.
Gorgeous.
So I love
Gorgeous.
that. Oh, this was a pattern I wanted to talk about. This is really great. Don't think about this sometimes. This fabric, we've just reversed it. This is this only reversed. Sometimes look at a fabric. Some fabrics, especially upholstery weight fabrics, you can swap it around. Maybe this white field with the gold is too bright with all of this, but let's turn it around and use it on the other side, and look how that gold pops. Look how much nicer that is.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't that nice? So sometimes look at upholstery weight fabrics and think about turning them around. You can't do it with a printed drapery
and I
fabric,
put that
but
with this.
yeah, doesn't that look
Ooh,
fantastic?
just
Yeah.
So nice.
And again, that red pops. We have another
surely
color
does.
element there. That red just really, really pops. And then you can accentuate in this room with some red ginger jars and some red decorative elements also, to really pull that room together.
So many decisions and possibilities.
Okay, and then we get some people who want these crazy bold fabrics. This is so popular today on pillows, on window treatments. But look at all of the color options here. Something like this even, very, very, very popular.
Gorgeous.
But Jenny, where would we find a rug to work with this? That's where we have to move to something a little more neutral, and then you can play up with your color with other elements in the room, but keep the rug a neutral base.
Right.
And this rug is fantastic because it looks like the traditional jute rugs, the natural fiber rugs that would always break down. If you've ever had one, and after a while you pull it up and it has all of this lint under because it's breaking down as you walk on it. This is polypropylene, so it's natural, it's stain and fade resistant. It is amazing. So it has the look and feel of that natural fiber rug, but it is polyester.
And it's nice. It's a bit
Feels
softer.
great. Yeah, definitely much softer. So we can go neutral with texture. We're kind of reversing what we did with some of these where we started with a bolder rug and maybe went with texture.
Okay.
We're reversing that and going a little bolder with the fabrics and then pulling in neutral. This comes, I should have brought the navy today. This navy would have looked nice with this, but this comes in several colorways also.
Okay.
So there are options, but you want to start with a theme fabric or a theme print on a rug or artwork even, and then you want to pull everything together. You don't want too many fluid patterns in a room. You want maybe a fluid pattern like this, and then more a mini print and a texture, maybe a geometric, but you don't want to mix too many pattern fabrics together. So that's very important as well.
Because they speak to each other.
Yeah, they do.
They
do.
And that's sort of what you want. You want it, but not shouting at each other.
Exactly. So many people will go shopping and they will pull in variety of things they like. And I'll go to their home and I'll see it and they're like, the room doesn't feel right. And usually I can pick out one or two things and that's the reason. And then we'll reuse that in another room in the house. But you just have to be cognizant of the patterns and the colors melding together.
So what do you do when you buy a couch? How do you make the couch part of your room?
At the store, we do sell custom sofas and they come with pillows. A lot of times I'll just have the company make the pillows match the sofa, the same fabric. And then I'll work with the client after we're playing around in the room, after the sofa is delivered and we have the rug. Then I'll bring fabrics in and I will recover those pillows just so that it's absolutely perfect.
Right.
So you're right, the pillows on sofas can be so boring and monotone, and it's just nice to pull in. That's a great place to pull in some pattern and color, and it can be seasonal. You can change them up for holidays or summer or fall or winter, so you can change a pillow up easily.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time today to talk to us about pattern and texture and color and how don't be afraid of it, but
don't be afraid of it, yes.
But play with it.
Build
and
upon
it.
it,
really
yes.
helps bring out your personality.
Yeah, take your time and have fun.
All right.
Yes.
Michael Siewert, nothing but fun when he's around. Thanks so much for being here today. We'll be right back.